I knew as early as 5 I had an issue. So I always tell people, don't think your kids are too young. At 5, I knew I was different. I knew things were going on in my head that were wrong. I'm adopted. So from the earliest as I can remember, my biggest struggle and what I struggle to this day is trying to figure out why. Why me? Why? Well, if I'm so great, if I look this way, why? How can somebody give birth to me and give me up? So from 5 to 19, that was my struggle every single day, trying to figure out why and identifying and understanding and being okay with that. And I never was okay with that. At 8, I had my first really big explosion, suffered from seizures. 10, I got that's when rage kind of entered my life, punching holes in walls, things like that. 13, parents divorced, separated. That completely shattered my whole entire world. I went years not looking in the mirror because I hated everything that I looked at. And you throw in the fact that I've been struggling with mental health unknowingly my whole life because I'm adopted. I don't know what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis because I am adopted, because this is a wait-and-see process. When I go to the doctor and they ask me about my family conditions, I don't know anything. So at 19 years old, when they try to tell me that I had a mental health condition and give me all these questions, I lied about it. 3 years later, from not dealing with certain things, and now I'm diagnosed. Finally get to a point, and I still didn't accept it. You throw in my child being born early, losing my job, the culmination of every emotional thing that in my life that I didn't process. At 22 years old, I was ready to die. I had spent my whole life internalizing things. So when something happened to me, I would, no matter what it was, I would emotionally open up a door on the inside of me, take whatever emotion it was and open it up and throw it in that door and close it. March 11, 2005, every door was literally open, and I was forced to deal with every possible emotion that I hid from my whole life. I already had 10 unsuccessful attempts. And I drove myself March 11, 2005 to the Golden Gate Bridge with no plan of ever coming back. Looked in that water, and it was the first time in my life that I saw peace. And I immediately wanted to get into it. And I always tell people, when you're in that dark place, I couldn't see my family. I couldn't feel the love. I couldn't feel anything that was potentially could have potentially stopped me. I couldn't feel that. All I could see is a dark burden that I had been for my life, and I chose to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. 92 minutes, I had the opportunity to engage with my first responder, Sergeant Officer Briggs, who got the call that day, came down and compassionately took the time to really talk to me. 220 feet in the air for 92 minutes, sat there and had one of the most powerful conversations of my life. It was the first time I talked about me. First time that I identified that I had feelings. First time that I identified that I had emotions. And that powerful conversation led me to be here today and talk to you. He created the safe place for me to talk. And I think that we try to be problem solvers, and if he tried to come in and try to solve my problems, I wouldn't be here to talk to you. He created a safe place for me to identify my own problems. Through every word that was coming out, it was a weight that was coming off of me. Someone dies by suicide every 40 seconds in this world. The solution is really just getting kids to learn early in life how important it is to love themselves. When you think about when somebody wants to take their own life, why? Significantly, they feel like they're burdened. Significantly, they feel like they're overwhelmed and they can't handle certain things. But what if we taught them early in life how important it is to love themselves? It creates an atmosphere where you understand emotions, you understand feelings. And I think that if people can understand emotions and feelings, we will never live in a world where we couldn't deal with them. We think that this is my life. Oh, I gotta just let it be. Things happen every single day. Things change every single day. So if you're in a dark moment, you gotta be okay with being there. Life is a journey. It has its moments where it's high, it has its moments where it's low. But if you just get discouraged in the low moments, and you won't appreciate the high moments, and you deserve to see it get better. That's the first thing I tell people. You deserve to see it get better. Don't let this moment define your life. Each and one of us has a personal assignment. The world nobody can do what you do. They can do it similar to you, they can kind of do it, but nobody can do what you do. That's the most powerful thing that you possess, is you're you. And I think that we live in a world where people are trying to be everybody else, and that the person you're trying to be is trying to be somebody else. If you significantly just learn how to be you, you have created a power that nobody can take from you. I've had to learn how to live. I realized that for 30 years, I didn't make decisions to live. I wasn't making decisions that were gonna benefit me 10 years from now and 15. I didn't care. So now I had to get in the habit of redesigning who I am on the inside to really start making decisions to live, and really just being grateful for the moment and not waiting for something to happen in the day. I wake up now understanding that it doesn't matter what happens today. I woke up, and that is the miracle.